And welcome to the Lindy Sports post-game report. I am the coach Dick Cox reporting on tonight's women's top 10 matchup between the number 1 UConn Huskies and the number 6 ranked South Carolina Gamecocks. Tonight's game again was expected to be a highly anticipated game between the defending national championships team and the team that has won probably more games than any college team, men's or women's, over the past few years, the UConn Huskies. But the theme of the night could be Good Night Nurse, because it was a good night for Nurse. It was a good night for Kia Nurse as she led UConn tonight with some hot shooting early in the ball game, and UConn was able to hit 3 out of their first 4 three-point shots to take a capacity crowd here at the Colonial Life Center out of the game early, though. Nurse finished the game with 23 points, but hit some timely three-point shots, and UConn was able to jump out to a 24-16 lead at the end of the first quarter. The second quarter is a quarter that I know that the Gamecocks would love to forget about, as UConn shot over 60% and the Gamecocks only shot 9%. Thus, UConn went on a 29-8 run in the second quarter and basically blew the game out by halftime. And South Carolina basically, the second half, worked to try to improve some things to get better and all. But your final score tonight was UConn 83 and South Carolina 58 in the battle of the two top-ranked, top 10 teams in the nation. Talking with UConn's coach, he said he learned some things about his team tonight. He said this is a team, he said in past years he's had UConn teams that he felt like the first day of practice they were ready to win a national championship. It was just of trying to keep them at that point for 5 months. This team, he said, was a different team that had a lot of questions coming in, and they've had a lot of measuring sticks this year. And he said felt like that this team was a month ago probably would not have come into Columbia and did what they did tonight, though. But they said they're an improving basketball team. I asked him about the hot shooting tonight, though, and he said that they've got some good shooters on the team. And he said, you know what a good shot is, you know what a great shot is. And I tell you what, they took some great shots tonight. They worked the basketball around, and again were able to put up some good numbers as they converted tonight on 11 out of 27 three-point shots. And again, that was a big difference in the game, as South Carolina only hit on 4 out of 10. South Carolina All-American and Player of the Year candidate Asia Wilson had a tough game tonight. She was, every time she got the ball, was in a position of making it hard on her to even have any kind of shot, but she did put up 14 points, 16 rebounds, 5 block shots. She basically thought she didn't play well tonight and apologized to her team after the game, thinking that she let them down, though. But Asia Wilson with a solid performance, but she's going to have to get some people to step up and help her if the Gamecocks actually want to get back in the hunt again in defending their national championship. They did have a bright spot tonight as Blanca Jackson was able to come in and score 20 points for South Carolina to lead them in scoring, though. It's been a tough stretch for the Gamecocks. I asked them, I said, it seems like every time you go on the court, you're playing a nationally ranked team. How will this help you come postseason time? And Asia Wilson spoke up and made the comment, said it had been great for their younger players. And she said that this past week had been almost like the SEC and the NCAA tournament starting already with the competition they've been up against and all. And said it definitely would help with all the competition they've had to play against here within the last week or so. And one of their next games is Mississippi State, who is the number 2 ranked team in the country, a team they had to play 3 times last year and defeated for the national championship, with a lot of those players back this year, though. Asked Dawn Staley the same question. Playing all these ranked teams, how is that going to help this team? She said, well, it's going to give us a lot of experience, but she said, she said, I wish we could win some of them. And the Gamecocks have won some of them, and they've had some losses that hopefully they can learn on what they're going to have to do come tournament time. And one thing they're going to have to do is find some other performers on the offensive end to give Asia Wilson some help, though. Again, the Gamecocks tonight with only 2 players in double figures, though. UConn marches on. I'm sure they're going to be the number 1 seed in the tournament. They will be the overwhelming favorite to win a national championship this year. They got a great team, but you never know. Everybody said that last year when they had that streak of over 100 wins going, and all it took was one bad game by UConn in the national semifinals last year and one great game by Mississippi State, and they were gone. So you never know. That's why you play the game. So, but Gino feels like that UConn is on pace again. They're building. They're getting better. Where they'll be in the hunt this year for a national championship. While Dawn Staley is still trying to get some of the pieces of the puzzle worked out and still got a few more things before tournament time comes that the Gamecocks need to get squared away on. If you're a Gamecock fan, I know you're disappointed, but the Gamecocks got a chance again. This is a non-conference game. The main thing South Carolina needs to do right now is get that number 2 team, Mississippi State, to see if they can win another SEC championship and get back in the hunt there. Again, big ball game tonight in that SEC. The head of the SEC, Greg Steinke, was here tonight, the commissioner, to watch the ball game, and you kind of wonder there after some of the things that happened last week if he just might make an appearance to see, and I think he got to see a great atmosphere here. But Greg Steinke was in attendance tonight at the South Carolina game, the commissioner of the SEC, along with about 20,000 other people, though. So a great atmosphere tonight. Colonial Life Center, though, fans go home disappointed. But congratulations to UConn as they go to 21-0 on the year. South Carolina falls to 18-4. Reporting for Lindy Sports, I am the coach, Dick Cox.